People thought Nicki Minaj was making fun of Cardi B's stats in some of her tweets. As you are all aware, Cardi B recently made an appearance on the drama. It was reported that she would sell 205,000 units. But chart data shows that she really sold 88,000. That's the amount of pure sales she had. In any case, Nicki Minaj shared this video of herself pointing the thumbs up while whirling around in a chair. Additionally, she posted, "Did my Twitter account get hacked?" I retweeted statistics and posted a swivel chair gif. I adore you all. Barbs, please, because we fight against principalities and power. Not against physical flesh and blood, but against spiritual wickedness in high locations. God is in charge. Following that, Nicki Minaj began publishing these tweets from fan pages. It states, Nicki Minaj Pink Friday 2 remains the biggest opening on global Spotify and US charts for a female rapper despite multiple new releases since 2023. The statement, largest first-week album sales by female rappers. In the US, each decade was also reposted by her. Missy Elliott was 259,000 in the 2000s. Lauryn Hill was 422,000 in the 1990s. Nicki Minaj at 375,000 in the 2010s. Nicki Minaj sold 228,000 units in the 2020s or, perhaps more accurately, the 1920s. Well, I'd like to hear what you guys think about this. Do you think Nicki Minaj was impersonating Cardi B? Please share your ideas and opinions in the space provided for comments below. And on to the next subject. You are all aware of the entire circumstance involving Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist. And it appears that they have reconciled. Thug was found discussing with the CO how he had cheated on Mariah the Scientist. "Oh yeah," he said to someone, "when do you want to have kids?" Additionally, there is the third. While incarcerated, he was simply giving it his all.
Wow, I'm so pissed. Mariah don't even know. I'm in this bitch still fucking. Goddamn CO give it a box quicker than the FedEx work. He don't be telling my business, man.
Crazy.
Yes. When you plan on having kids? Like what age?
Can you get out?
Tell you.
Was putting a lot of effort into these calls. All right. To make matters worse, Mariah the Scientist was prepared to pay a blogger to prevent these calls from being made. She begged and was prepared to pay, so even worse. Despite her best efforts to keep it under wraps, the calls continued to stream in despite her efforts to keep them quiet. She probably ended their relationship as soon as she discovered all of this was happening. And then these films, well, when because of these calls. She ended their relationship once more after Young Thug's story finished. In a subsequent interview, he discussed seeking therapy with his partner.
A relationship over some of the things that could have in a situation where she is showing ultimate support. You guys have the ultimate love. It could have pulled you guys apart.
Like, damn, bro, you already cried about this shit. You already done goddamn cussed me out, chewed me out about this. Like, you already done did. We already done went through this whole emotion. Like, I'm not trying to relive this shit because the internet is hearing it. Like, we already know about it. We've been knew about it. You chose to stay with me, so it's just like, we rocking. You know what I'm saying? But I had to just sit down and listen to her point of view, and she just was like, it's a different when me and you know, and we moving. Like, nigga, I'm a motherfucking phenomenon too. Like, you gotta understand, I knew about it, but like, nigga, it's a different type of embarrassment to see like a nigga that you riding with or you just holding down through this dark ass moment, just be on the phone with another bitch, no matter what it's about. Like,
in one of the worst periods of his life, Mariah was correct. She was standing right there helping him. And even though she was aware of it, he was cheating on her behind her back while she was doing that. When she finally learned, as he had stated, she told him, "Yeah, I'm holding you down. You want to do this behind my back while I'm doing all of this?" They split up as a result. They got into a fight when she blasted him. She ended their relationship, and as he stated, they did so before anyone else did, was already aware of this. However, since everyone was aware of it once more, I suppose you can imagine that she felt as she should have since. As she stated, it makes a difference if we know you cheated on me. However, when everyone is aware of it, it makes a difference because she is now ashamed that everyone is aware that he cheated on her. They broke up when the events were happening in real time, which is why I posted the video about Mariah, the Scientist, not being done with Young Thug, because she still had a photo of him on her phone case. We only recently learned about it. However, I would appreciate hearing what you folks think about this in the space provided for comments below. What are your thoughts on Mariah the Scientist as a whole? For example, would you continue to restrain Young Thug? After this, would you still be with him? Please share your ideas and opinions in the space provided for comments below. Please remember to hit the notification bell, like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the future video.
Nicki Minaj truly is Mrs. Petty. People accuse her of throwing shade at Cardi B's first week numbers after she took to X with a couple of interesting tweets. As the numbers were coming out, Nicki Minaj also posted a gif of her in a swivel chair doing the thumbs up, and she also posted a tweet about how nobody can interfere with God's plan. News started spreading that Cardi B moved 88K units in the first week of Am I the Drama. Nicki Minaj posted an interesting tweet saying the first song on the new album is called The Straw That Broke the Camel's Back. I'll unlock number 2 next week. Surprises for lots and lots of people. They have no clue. Oh, Barbs, you're awesome. What are you guys wearing for the release week? It's 6 months away. 3/27/26. So that doesn't seem very juicy, but things got extremely interesting when Nicki Minaj found out that yesterday was National Sons Day. She went on to drop a 16 saying, got son on Sons Day and it's Sunday. Birth the ninja. Who want it with the sensei? Retire someday. Only if my son say 2726. That's my fun day. Cardi B was obviously catching wind that Nicki was throwing a little bit of subtle shade her way because she retweeted this. What did Cardi B say in her #1 album? Oh yeah, must got our notifications and alerts because everything got do a hate and B see it first. Came after she thanked her fans and supporters for supporting her album, saying 2 weeks ago the album was projected to do 115K off of Outside of Imaginary Players. I didn't put out an album in 7 years and haven't put out as a music in the last year, but we surpassed all that expectation. Thank you to everybody who gave the album a listen, did a video to the songs and everything. You don't know the confidence boost you gave me in music to keep pushing. I must say, we all know that there was like an underlying battle or unspoken battle between the Barbs and Party gang about whose album would sell the most. We all know by now Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 moved about 225,000 units in the first week, and she had an additional 100,000 units taken away from Billboard after she ran a contest on her station head. Now we all know Cardi B moved about 200K units, 88K of those being pure sales. With that information being out there in the streets, the tone on Twitter yesterday was definitely interesting to say the least. In the midst of all of this, Nicki Minaj was also retweeting stats. She retweeted this stat of Lauryn Hill having the best-selling album of the 90s, Missy Elliott having the best-selling album of the 2000s, her having the best 2 albums of the 2010s and the 2020s. Not gonna lie, yesterday things could have went way further left than they actually did. I'm curious as to how you guys feel regarding this, and I want to know if y'all feel like anybody is being petty. Let me know down in the comments, y'all. Peace.
Despite several failed attempts, Pink Friday 2 by Nicki Minaj remains the highest selling female rap album of this decade. First week sales are in, and Cardi B failed to top Pink Friday 2 by only selling 200,000 units, 88,000 pure sales. And you can just tell Nicki's last name really is petty because she's over here posting her stats on her story. Pink Friday 2 remains the biggest first week for a female rap album this decade and the largest vinyl sales week for a female rap album since 1991. Unfortunately, Cardi, despite using your court as promo, being pregnant by that man, begging on the streets, begging on the subway, selling the album at $4, giving away $5 discount coupons, meet and greets across America, beefing with JT, 75 plus album variants, Am I the Drama by Cardi did not outsell Pink Friday 2. And she was so confident about these first week sales, saying they'll cry the loudest next week. We are doing so amazing and I'm so proud of y'all. Keep going, Barty gang. It was the bookmark them tweets for me, because what are we bookmarking now? You tried to rage bait Nicki so many times, the Jay-Z Imaginary Players sample, taking major inspo from Pink Friday 2 vinyl variants. Nicki also tells the Barbs that she loves us and that all she can say is 3/27/26, her new album date. And for those confused as to why she said casino, even her tweets have double entendres because guess who invested millions into a failed casino bid? Oh, Miss Jay-Z. But it's also shots at Cardi because she's Spanish, so casino basically translates to almost. No, you almost tried it. You almost thought you got me. But no, we persevere yet again. Oh, Pink Friday 2, you will always be famous, and I am seeded for NM6 on March 27th, 2026. Barbs, how we feeling?